Title of his speech is International Travel. International Travel, Toastmaster Javed Anwar.
Well, I guess in continuation with the Shunghao of the cultural shock and travel, I will take you further down to the France. Imagine for a moment the very first international travel you have done. The very first time in your life, how you feel it. Can you express me that feeling in just one word, any one of you?
Amazing.
Excited?
Well, thank you. For me, the first international travel that I did in my life was, of course, exciting, a lot of enthusiasm, and a fear of unknown. Especially when you are traveling first time, going to a country which is, of course, very different from the place where you came from, and of course, the language you don't know of the country. Let's go to this journey. Fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, lovely children, warm welcome to you. Good evening.
Good evening.
So, when I was a child, and then I grew up in India, and went to an engineering college, which is very unfortunate, I guess. Because engineering college in India are very famous for two things. First, that once you become an engineer, you cannot make a man out of it. Once you become, it takes 4 years to make a man an engineer, and then you spend your rest of your life, you cannot make him a man. Second thing, in engineering colleges in India, you cannot find the beautiful woman. If you find someone in your campus, that means she is a visitor. Well, all my life I see Hollywood movies which show a great promotion for the Western education system or universities, that they do all the parties, enjoy, have fun. So when I grew up in my years and doing engineering, and I always see, if you see in our college, professors, they look like they're coming from the caves, the ancient men. You see how good-looking women and other person are professor in the Western universities. And everyone, student, everyone enjoying it. And I have this deep down inside me that one day I will go and study abroad. But this thing in my mind, I tried at a lot of different levels when I want to go, but I have a strong resistance from my parents not to go abroad to study. Well, after some time, one time again I got a chance to go to France to study. As I know there's a strong resistance from my parents, so I called my father one day. Yeah, father, I want to go to France to study. And my father is a very authoritative figure. And he says, I don't know, you ask your mom. Mom take all the decisions in our house, Well, I called my mom and say, I want to go to France to study. How many times I told you I'm not going anywhere outside India? You stay here. Well, that's a problem. But anyway, I try to sort out this problem, and I tell my parents to sit, talk, everything happens. Okay, the first thing my mother said, I need to go to France in the next 15 days. So I convinced my mother. My mother says, okay, if you're going to go to France, you have to marry first. I said, what's the reason behind it? I mean, there's no connection in it. No, you are not going to go out without marriage. You have to marry first. I said, in 15 days, it's not possible to marry. I have to first see the girl, talk to him. And then suddenly my father said, hey, if I ever saw your mom before marriage, do you think I will marry you? Well, I don't want to divulge both my family secret, but after that, what my father is, and my father didn't say anything. But just one statement of my father, this particular statement has opened the door for me to go for the international travel. And mother said, now this guy, my son will go to abroad. That one statement has changed everything for me. Before that, I have a strong resistance from my parents. Well, and then finally, the day came. Before I left for the airport, my mother took 2 promises from me. One, I will not end up marrying a Western woman. Second, I will come back to India as soon as I finish the study. And the good thing is, I kept the first promise. I didn't marry any Western woman. I'm still single. I didn't marry at all. Yes. That's why my mother says that you're not going to marry a Westerner. I didn't marry. The first time, well, all the things happened, all the dust settled down, plane landed on the CDG, Charles de Gaulle airport. I reached to the Paris. As soon as I landed in the Paris, I realized that no one is speaking English. And before that, my worldview is that everyone speaks English and their own native language, as like in India. Well, I reached there, and I want to go to the city called Lille. But the spelling is Lille. And I was saying to one person, hey, do you know from where I can get the train to go to Lille? So there's no city like that in France. I say, oh, shit. And then I feel, oh, this college keeps saying that I give you 100% scholarship and you just need to pay 500 euros just for registration. And I said, oh, it's all fake. There's no city like this in France. It's all fake. And all the things that's coming into my mind. Oh, man, this is done. How I can go back to India, to my parents' said, well, then I took out my admission letter, showed to one man, this city, this address. Oh, you want to go to Lille? Oh, Lille, you can get the train from here. So in French language, basically the pronunciation is very different from the way they write. Well, have you ever visited Paris, any one of you? Anything you want to say about the Paris? Well, for me, it's a city of love. In the testimony, very recently, Russia gave a puppy to France, and yesterday I heard the news that the Russian puppy already found a girlfriend. See, there's a testimony. Even the Russian dog can find a girlfriend in France. For me, where I go, the first time I went to the international party as soon as I went there, and this party I went, and there's a one girl who I always see in each other in the class, but never spoke to each other, just 1 week in the college. And as soon as I entered the club, she's just coming forward to me, towards me. And the culture in France is to give a kiss on the cheek. As she comes running down towards me, and I saw her, I just do like canary. I come from India. I mean, whole my life I didn't see the women like who's gonna come and kiss my cheek. And in India, no girls even look at me. You see, that's how the difference is. Let's make the cultural shocks. So thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster. Keep traveling. Happy love.